Hello dears, and welcome back to the sunny and gorgeous Benidorm and Spain news update. Today we are on the Levante beach. It's really busy, it's really sunny and nice and quite warm. Taking into consideration we've had quite a few cold, almost wintry days here in the area. But about the weather towards the end of this video, right now let's concentrate on the three main news that we are bringing to you today. First of all, we'll be talking about the situation in tourism as usual, the next upcoming events at the end of April, beginning of May already, because believe it or not, April is almost over. Time just flies. Does anyone else get this feeling that time just goes by so fast? Weeks just change and change constantly. And it's a month's time left up until the calendar summer. We are almost there. It is really busy. You can see right behind us, there's quite a lot of people enjoying this early morning. It's around 10 a.m. right now, but there's a lot of people on the Levante beach. Hotels are busy, bars obviously are busy, restaurants are busy. Everything is getting busier day by day, week by week. The peak will be probably July and August months. This is when it's going to be the busiest it will get in the whole entire Benidorm and in general, all the parts of Spain, especially most touristic ones. We will have quite a few events. One of the theme parks, which is Terra Mitica theme park, will be opening up its doors on the 17th of May. It's usually closed in winter. Somehow they close outside of the summer season, like October, November, they close down up until next year. And I wonder why, because they need to save up the business. It's not profitable at all. And they close more than half a year. I don't know why, but this is what they do. And it will be opening up on 17th of May. They do not say they did some kind of changes or refurbishments. What they do say, there's going to be 30 attractions. There's going to be all the shows, the entertainment for different types of public, the pools of Iberia Park, which is kind of a separate thing inside of the theme park. And it's like an extra payment to go there, which is not completely fair because the prices and the fees already are quite high enough to pay some extras, I think, but it is what it is. A lot of people went to Terra Mitica and they're not big fans of it any longer because a lot of the attractions were closed. They're not working any longer. They were iconic back in the days, but now it's not the case. Let us know if you've been in Terra Mitica lately and if you've seen how attractions are looking like, because it's been a while and a lot of them do need some decent changes and face wash, as we like to say it here in Spain. The other event will be on the 5th of May. This goes directly with the Mother's Day here in Spain somehow. And this is the day of the bicycle in Benidorm. This is a day when all those who have bicycles, either are cyclists or love bike riding, are gathering in Benidorm at the park of Folletes and go throughout all the entire Poniente beach and some other areas to enjoy the views. It's quite easy, by the way, the circuit. It's not difficult at all. There's not going to be like huge going up the hill or down the hill. It's all plain, more or less. And this will be happening on the 5th of May in the morning. Afterwards, there's going to be some prizes too, which means that those who will be coming the fastest will be obtaining some prizes. And usually these prizes are related with bicycles. There's going to be maybe some new equipment, some helmets, some bottles, something for sports, or even brand new bicycles, because last year it was the case. So if you would love to participate, it's obviously free of charge. You can even get a rented bicycle if you want at a lot of different spots in Benidorm that offer them, even an e-bike. And just enjoy this day. Both tourists and locals are more than welcome to participate. Remember, the beginning spot is Park of Folletes, situated slightly outside where the tram station is located. That big park, that's where it is. You can see it here on the map. And starting from early morning, you can enjoy a glorious ride down Benidorm. We'll see if it will be raining or not. Probably not by that time. The rain will go away, but if so, usually it's postponed, but it shouldn't be raining. So far, 5th of May, bicycle day here in Benidorm. Now let's talk about the second news. This is the news about a brand new change, which is interesting. It's all for those who are usually curious about different types of information and wants to stay informed even when they're on holidays, or maybe the locals who live here. These will be 5 big brand new screens that will be located in specific points in Benidorm. You can see it here on the picture. And these screens will show us in real time a lot of different information. One of these being the quality of the air right now at this specific moment when you are passing that area. These screens will be installed in the neutral emissions areas in Benidorm town. As you all know, for quite a few years, Benidorm was telling us that there's going to be quite a lot of changes coming up, that all the part of the beach line, the old town, Poniente side, Levante side, like the traditional city center, will be closed for specific traffic. Only those who are coming to bring some produce, some products, like merch towards the shops and the services will be allowed to pass. And also those who live there, plus the electric or hybrid vehicles. And obviously, the bicycles, mobility scooters, etc. But no like typical fuel cars will be allowed unless they live there. These should have been changed for a year now, but it's been postponed and postponed because there's not enough time to do everything. So right now, the maximum date is 1st of January 2025. Starting from that date, we should have everything ready. There should be way less traffic in a lot of parts here in Benidorm, and there should be alternatives such as bicycles, mobility scooters, electric vehicles, just walking or public transport, so that people wouldn't need to use their cars so often. And that is why there's more parking spaces available right now in town as an alternative to leave your vehicle somewhere close, and the rest of the way do it as it suits you the best. So these screens, apart from the air quality, will also show you if there's any kind of thing you should know. For example, if there's some kind of a street is closed for traffic, or if there's something going on in the city, something that you should know in this specific point, they will be letting you know all of it on the screen. So it's a great informative way. Probably maybe they will even be telling us the humidity, the temperature, which is great, especially in summer. And the air quality isn't bad in Benidorm, so I do not think this is something urgent, but it's great to stay informed. Maybe they will use it with time for some extra purposes. Who knows? Let us know what you think. Which kind of purpose should they use these platforms for? Maybe to show some events happening nearby, maybe a calendar or something. Maybe show some points of interest. Maybe show us if something is going on in Benidorm specifically on that day, apart from the weather and the humidity and the air quality. Maybe show us the parking spots where some of these are left, which is the closest one to this area, etc. Let us know what would be your ideas if you could do something like this here in Benidorm. Maybe we'll grab some good ideas and the municipal hall will see them and will make them reality. The next news that I wanted to share with you all is about the ETIAS visa. I call it visa because it's not actually a visa. It's like a dupe of visa that will be used to control slightly better the access of people from those countries that do not require visa right now at these very moments, which is, for example, a lot of countries from South America, it's US, it's Canada, it's a lot of other countries that did not need a visa as tourists when they came here towards the Schengen area and European Union. ETIAS was everywhere in newspapers for quite a few years, and actually it's been happening since 2016, which is bizarre. Since 2016, 8 years in a row, they've been telling us, the European Commission, that there's going to be this thing, it's going to be called ETIAS. It's going to be an alternative where people will need to register themselves before traveling to European Union or Schengen zone countries. This will cost around €7, and it's going to be for 3 years maximum or less if your passport due date, expiry date is less than 3 years. And basically will allow you to travel within the rules, but to any kind of European Union or Schengen country without the necessity of the physical visa application. This is great, but all of this, we've been told about it for years and years and years, and periodically they just give us a new date. Right now, attention, the European Commission has given us, once again, a brand new date. And this date will be starting from 2025, which means that January 2025 first 3 months will be the ones when ETIAS should be put already in functioning. All of this will be good, but I somehow do not believe it's going to be the case. Let us know what you think. If you think that this type of pseudo visa, no applications, this type of registry online. By the way, you have to do it online. You submit all the paperwork and then they answer you. Usually it's immediately, but it can take up until 14 days and up until 30 days in case they need to make you an interview, in case there are some kind of issues or they just want to talk to you via a Zoom call, I don't know, Skype, Google Meet, whatever it is. So I do not think it's going to be the case because they've been telling us it's going to be in 2023 after pandemics. Then they told us it's going to be beginning of 2024. Then the end of 2024. Now it's the beginning of 2025. So I do feel it's somehow strange. I know there's a lot of things to do. I know there's a lot of things where you need to register. There's a lot of countries who need to unite all the systems in order to be able to track all this out. And so far, I just do not see it coming for 2025. There's still more than half of a year left, so that we could be optimistic. But knowing how things work and for how many years they've been postponing it, I do not think it will be starting in 2025. So those who travel right now from countries that do not require a visa still can travel without it as they usually did, obviously having the main rule of 90 days over the 180 days. But apart from that, everything is exactly the same. And I think it will be like this for quite a while still. And now let's talk about the weather forecast. Let's have a short walk by the beach and we'll let you know what's going to be happening because this week we'll have a little bit of everything. Let's go. This is what the Levante beach is looking like right now. Very sunny, very nice, and very busy. The promenade, there's a lot of people out here. In terms of the weather, today is going to be slightly cloudy / sunny. On Sunday, it will start to rain in the evening and probably will be raining up until more or less Wednesday. And then the sun will be back in the sky. These tiny clouds that you see, that's how it's going to be probably these days. The temperatures right now are way better than they previously were. We've had 16, 18 degrees, which was quite cold, but now it's 20 back again, at least today. And starting from Wednesday, we will have around 23, 24. This will be already officially month of May, first days of May. So hopefully from then onwards, temperatures will not drop any longer up until the end of the summer season, which will be towards first days of November. So we will have some days of rain, what we didn't have in April or in technical calendar winter. We will have a few of them right now, but it's very necessary because we were still in a high risk of forest fires. So a few days of rain will be actually quite nice. There will still be plenty of things to do in Benidorm town, even if it will be raining a tiny bit. Thank you for accompanying us on today's latest Benidorm news update. We wish you an incredible day and we'll see you in a new video on the channel here tomorrow. Bye, dears.